Hey, let's go today. Yes, sir.
Let's go, buddy.
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's get it.
go, man. Let's go.
The Chargers make the famous trek from LA to the Strip this week, $300 in hand, feeling very money, I might add.
Trying for two. Got it. They've got the lead. A 2-point conversion. And the Chargers are taking a 1-point lead with 15 seconds to go.
It may take more than that to beat the house, though, especially if Vegas can hit the jackpot like they did with their last dollar again.
Hands off to Jacobs, stutters to the right, bursts through the whole 20, 25-30, he's off to the races, ball game, 86 yards in overtime, touchdown Raiders, victory Las Vegas.
Did you know the Chargers faced the NFL's rushing leader this week?
Yeah, I'm him.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs didn't just drop that career highlight. He had already scored and put up over 140 yards versus Seattle prior to that run. He ended with 229. He now sits on top of the NFL rush world and is lined up to lead the way again this week.
Toss play, Jacobs gets a block from Johnson at the 30, cuts back inside, stiff arm, 25-20, Jacobs off to the races, 5, touchdown Raiders!
Jacobs has been at the center of Vegas's best offensive play this season. He's had 5 100-plus yard rush games, Raiders 4-1 in those contests.
Hand off into the belly of Jacobs, bounces off the defender.
So you have the number 1 rusher taking on the worst defense when it comes to stopping running backs. LA giving up 5.6 a run to backs. James Conner, a sub 4 yard per carry runner, went for 120 yards against them last week. Holy mismatch, Batman.
And I don't know why you do anything but run the ball.
And this is, again, another week in a row where they can't set the edge. The tackling has been poor. The angles have been poor.
But check this out. Huge mismatch the other way, too. As has been the case much of the season, LA's Arizona win rested on the arm of Justin Herbert. Or you could argue Keenan Allen, since Herbert has been back to normal since his return. Last week, Herbert completing almost 75% of his passes, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating above 109.
Here comes a blitz. Herbert able to escape. Throws. Left sideline. Caught. Carter. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown. Chargers.
Only 5.8 yards per attempt, but he avoided the type of back-breaking mistakes that can cost teams in close games, and it was his arm in the fourth that put the ball in the end zone twice to ensure the LA victory.
He'll have his choice, and Eckler, touchdown! He got it!
Herbert could be in for another big game against the Raiders.
When the Powder Blues come together, it's something special.
Vegas 76% completion rate allowed, 8.2 yards per attempt, 3 touchdowns, 328 yards given up to Geno Smith. They have given up the highest rating and completion rate in the NFL this season.
Geno looks, gonna lay it up over the top. Got a man out there, it is locking, he has got it! Touchdown! Seahawks!
So you have to assume that's how Los Angeles will attack them, especially since LA's average just barely over 85 yards a game on the ground, and at 3.8 yards per carry, third worst.
He was absolutely swallowed inside. It's a loss of 2.
Raiders have to be able to step up versus running backs in the passing game. Austin Eckler last week, 11 catches, one of them a touchdown.
Eckler breaks a tackle, 35-34.
I mean, Simmons just hit him with everything he had, just bounced right off of him.
And Keenan Allen, of course, also a score, 5 receptions.
Takes the handoff, throws to Keenan, caught, touchdown! Chargers. Herbert to Keenan Allen. DJ, I can't believe I'm saying it for the first time this season.
So how about when Vegas throws? Can Derek Carr and company keep the hopes of a postseason trip alive for the Raider faithful?
Jacobs tosses back to Carr, steps forward, wide open, hauls at the 25, all kinds of green, 15, 10, he's gonna walk in!
Carr and company facing a Chargers defense bottom half against the pass. 94 rating allowed for the year, 92.3 rating allowed to wide receivers.
It looked like Louis Gilman just ran right by him. He spun off of him and waltzed into the end zone before Kenneth Murray could catch up to him.
Well, the Cardinals have made it look easy.
Obviously, LA has to keep an eye out for Davante Adams. The league's 4th leading receiver always presents matchup issues, like back in Week 1 when the Chargers couldn't keep track of him. Adams running wild on them with 10 catches for 141 yards and a score.
Somehow, Davante Adams found himself wide open, breaks a tackle, and is still running. EJ, there was not a bolt within 15 yards of Adams when he caught that ball.
Last week, Adams went for a little over 70 yards. Mac Hollins scored on over 60 yards. And LA may have to cover a running back in the pass game too. Jacobs as a receiver last week, 6 catches, 74 yards.
Throws it to Jacobs on a slant, wide open 30, 35, 40, breaks a tackle 45, and he's tripped up at the midfield. Josh Jacobs can do it all.
Like we said, this is a Week 1 AFC West rematch. LA took the first one 24-19. That may as well have been last year.
Carr climbs the pocket, hit, grab, and he has dropped. The ball is out, and the Chargers have it. A sack attack for the 6th time today.
Pass rushers for both teams are your X factors. Both teams thought they would be sack machines. Turned out to be true, sort of. Have to really think about that one. While you do, fill in the blanks for the preview so everyone knows this is the best spot to gauge a game. It's a collective effort. LFG. Let's go, Chargers! Let's go, football. Here's the predictions.